able to do things like that. And I also have a side show that I do with one of my friends, a reasonably big speedrunner called Mistaken. We do a side show where we play through RPGs, and I'm going to be doing that again.
Like The Mistaken?
Yeah.
I don't know him.
You don't know who that is?
No.
He holds a bunch of top 10 world records in Super Mario Land.
Okay.
Oh, World. The Super Nintendo one.
Oh, that's the best one.
It's the good one.
Oh, that was one of my favorite games growing up. That game was amazing. What's the world record, like 10 minutes?
It's like under 10 minutes. It's something ridiculous because you use the star roads.
That's silly.
All right, so we got our feature match.
Ooh, this is nice. I see Storm. I love Storm.
Oh no, Storm! That's cool. I like seeing Storm play.
Yeah, for Electromancer.
We got Storm versus what looks like Mardu.
No. In Modern, you don't. Don't Mardu. What is this? This Nahiri?
This is no. It looks like it's just we got Fatal Push, Anger, Liliana, Dark Confidant.
This guy's Dark Confidant and Emrakul in the same deck. What is he doing?
I didn't notice that. Oh my god, this man's insane.
Yeah, low chance, but I
his deck name. I don't know if I should say his deck name.
Russian roulette. I love it. I love it.
Flip the top card and see what happens.
It's true.
That's awesome. Oh, Mike Williams on yet another great deck.
That's pretty cool.
This is what I like to see.
So here we go. He's playing against Thien Nguyen. I'm going to say Thien Nguyen. I'm sure he's probably going to correct me after the match, but that's okay. We'll say that. He's playing a very stock Storm deck. As we know, no real variation in Storm. You have to play your 8 2-drops. You have to play your Metamorphos and Gifts and Rituals and Slights and Serums and Bass and blah, 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 blah. 2 Grape Shots, 1 Empty. So we're either going to see a ton of Goblins or lethal Grape Shot. But yeah, let's just put that one underneath this other paper because this is the exciting one.
Yeah, here's the exciting
Does he have any play against Storm?
Main board, I think he has Inquisition. He has Inquisitions.
Okay.
Does he have any thought? He has Thoughtseize. He has Thoughtseize Inquisition. So
Well,
he can Thoughtseize Inquisition. He has Kolaghan's Command to dig a card. Oh, he's Collective Brutality. He's got plenty of play. He's fine.
All right. So 8 discard spells in the main. Those are going to be key for him.
I think the only creature in his deck is Dark Confidant, isn't it? Besides Lingering Souls, you kind of can count as a creature. Yeah, it is. Interesting.
Wow. Okay.
So is he just playing Dark Confidant to try to kill himself?
Get the rounds over faster. Get lunch,
I guess so.
maybe. Not really sure. So in terms of ways to kill a 2-drop creature, which you have to do, you just have to be able to kill the Brawl or Electromancer on site. He has 2 push. 2 Lightning Helix, 2 Path. So 6 spells that cost less than 2 mana.
And 2 Anger.
Oh, and 4 Lightning. Jeez.
Yeah.
So he has a lot of play.
Oh yeah, he's fine.
Usually a deck like Mardu against a combo deck, you're like, that's not what, you want to be blue against a combo. That's like traditional thinking, right? But this is a lot of discard and a lot of disruption.
And he's got some post-board answers. Let's see. He's got a Core Firewalker, which is quite good.
Maybe get your life total high enough.
Yeah. With every red spell cast, it forces them to cast another spell. It can blank them if they're going off a loose combo.
Yeah. Put a clock on.
Yeah.
Rest in peace, Marginal.
Celestial Bird. No, Celestial Bird is not that great. Yeah, Rest in Peace is pretty good. It shuts down the graveyard.
Yeah, it makes
they really need their graveyard to go off. That's the thing. Like you can't really just from hand storm out your opponent.
Yeah, it makes them like rely on empty the Warrens.
Yeah, you need to empty the Warrens and be able to to kill them in a reasonable amount. Like kill them without getting angered at that point. Anger doesn't answer that.
This might actually be an interesting match. I mean, people groan, right, when they hear Storm. They're like, oh my god,
Storm.
A combo deck, a turn 3 combo deck. This is going to be so dumb, but that's not the way it works. There's usually a lot of play.
Yeah.
And let's see how it goes. There's Thien on the left and Mike on the right. Motion to rename Mike Luscious Locks.
Just has nice hair.
They're beautiful.
I'll never forget the day I was told that you guys were making fun of my hair on stream.
We were?
You were.
Oh.
That happened.
I'm sure you were having a terrible hair day.
No. You just said that. What was my opponent in the final round?
The final round or the finals?
The finals.
Keith.
You just said Keith had better hair than me.
Oh, well, that's true. Look at this. Look at this polluted delta.
Whiteboard or polluted delta, man.
It actually looks pretty good.
Yeah, it's not bad.
That's weird.
Whiteboard cards don't look that bad. No, they all look unique.
Yeah. I mean, some of my favorite lands ever were the 5th edition lands. And if they were available in Black Border, I'd scoop them up, but they're not. Okay, ooh, so the Inquisition from Mike took the ritual, which was replaced by another one, promptly replaced. No 2-drop yet from Thien, but
he's probably gonna wait until he can have a full combo turn.
Yeah. Versus a deck that's the colors of Mardu that clearly has removal spells.
Yeah.
This makes sense. So Inquisition sees gifts and empty, so a combo piece and a tutor, and then a bunch of stuff. Ritual, remand, Electromancer. You were right.
Yeah, he did have the Electromancer, but he wants to wait. Because if you just go like Electromancer, cast my ritual, and then they go like push, then you're just up a creek. You've gotten essentially 2 for 1 because you can't really do anything past that.
Yeah, that's true.
He probably also wants to fire off this gifts first before his combo turn.
So he's playing it slow. Inquisition does take the creature.
My God, wow.
Ooh, okay.
Brutality too.
This will. Wow, interesting because
I think he's going to. It looks like he's probably gonna. Oh, okay. He plays the lane.
He could have taken the remand, and then this brutality for sure resolves on gifts ungiven. Interesting, very interesting. I'm not sure about the line of play.
Yeah, it's a little questionable.
Letting your opponent resolve gifts is sketchy, but Mike got pretty lucky that Thien didn't draw land in 2 draw phases. And to be fair, that probably factored into Mike's decision. Like, okay, he only has 2 draw phases to hit a land. But still, not sure I love the decision. It paid off for him here, though.
So on 4 lands, he has a Nahiri in hand. Could cast it. Could start ticking up that Nahiri, going for the Emrakul. Nahiri, a planeswalker with a very quick ultimate for how powerful it is.
True. That threatens an Emrakul so quickly.
Oh, yeah.
2 turns after coming into play. Oh, look at this. End
Ritual
of turn.
into the gifts. Going for it. Gonna grab some rituals, grab some Manamorphose.
Past in Flames?
I think Past in Flames is on this. Something you grab on this one. Yeah, I think it's like ritual, Past in Flames, Manamorphose. I'm pretty sure is the normal pile.
I'm just so
Yeah.
Yep. Just stock set up.
Yeah, because it assures that you can begin the combo.
Yeah. Now I saw him pull some lands to the front of his deck there. He seemed like he was thinking about going to get 4 lands, going to get like Island, Mountain, Scalding Tarn,
and get 2 lands.
Something else, yeah, Sulphur Falls or something. But this seems way better. Like, you have to put yourself in a position to win, and that just means drawing a land off the top.
Mm-hmm.
Gifts Ungiven, never a fun card to play against when they're using it right, when they're comboing with it, because you just know whatever you give them, it just barely matters.
Yeah, it really doesn't matter on that specific pile. Somebody figured it out with this deck, because these cards have all been around and legal together for a while. It's just somebody just recently, within the last 6 months, figured out that, if I gifts with this and then I make this pile, then I'm like 90% to win immediately after.
I mean, the Brawl just got printed, right? So.
Yeah, it was after Brawl. Oh, wait, was Brawl? It was 3 sets ago, right?
Something like that.
Yeah. Okay, yeah. So that fits the timetable.
Although this deck doesn't look like it took too much work to really streamline. It's all 4. It's just a couple. Decide how many empties to play.
Mm-hmm. So it looks like he's Thien. He played land passed. He's going to fire off the second gifts at the end of turn. Brutality.
Yeah,
Response.
Maybe good enough, maybe not.
It looks like he's just going to go for the mode of Duress You.
Makes sense, although I might have pitched a card
to do the drain mode?
To do the drain, because you have to figure you're either going to win or lose this turn.
It depends on the complexion of the hand, I think. If the other cards in his hand are good, Like, none of them are blank. Like, if there's a blank, then I agree with you. You know? Something that just doesn't do anything. But I don't actually think there's any cards in this deck that don't do anything right now.
Yeah, but like
it's either a threat or a removal spell.
You're either going to get an Emrakul next turn, or
you're going to die here.
Or you're going to die. So, like...
okay, yeah, I see what you mean.
Although maybe there's some world where Nahiri takes 8 and then you take 7 or something, and, like, you're still alive. Not sure. No, Gifts for Another Gifts, one of my favorite plays in the game.
Oh, yeah.
Love Gifts for Another Gifts.
Oh, this is just... Yeah, Thien is going to go off next turn, and it's just going to be, like, very, very brutal.
I mean, you don't scoop, though, if you're Mike, right?
I actually think you do after the second Gifts. After the second Gifts, he's like 99% to win. I think it's just a time waste to sit through it.
I might let him have his fun. See if he's gonna mess up, because
yeah, I mean the games aren't gonna go very long with this, just because Storm, like an efficient Storm player, can just very quickly slice through the combo and cast 20 turns, like within like 10 minutes.
3 Pyretic Ritual.
Take your passing flames.
That's marginal. You can just always flash it back.
Yeah, and the flashback's cheaper too.
Oh, okay.
Okay, alright, okay.
Metamorphose, probably.
Yeah. Or the like Teether Warrens, maybe? Metamorphose are never into once. Though I think he's still able to go off possibly through this.
Answer your question, Pack Foils, at least briefly. The Mardu list has a lot of efficient creature removal, like Push and Bolt and things like that. The only creatures are Dark Confidant, and its main path to victory, Nahiri and Chandra, to Planeswalker them, or to Lingering Souls.
Alright, so he's going for it. We have Ritual, Metamorphose.
Yep, you see the dice keeping track of the mana floating.
2 red, 2 blue. Ooh, is there a blue die? Oh, there's no blue die. Darn. Cracks fetch. This land. And you're at 2 storm right now.
And there's the Past in Flames.
Yep. Past in Flames cast. Now it begins. Ooh, I actually think this is a... I don't think this is a kill turn. I think this is a kill your Nahiri turn. So I don't think he has enough spells in his yard to be able to go for 20.
So he cast 2 gifts. And still not, huh?
Yeah. It was the number of 1-for-1 hand disruption spells that Mike had. The fact that he went Inquisition, duress you with collective brutality, that was really what did it.
Here we go. He's morphosing, though. So there's finally the blue mana.
I think he could potentially go off on a actually, I don't know. Maybe he just has to. Oh, wait. I think he's going to go for Goblin tokens. Grape Shot you. Oh, Grape Shot you remand a Grape Shot. Okay.
Hard to follow what a Storm player is doing, even if you're in the game, but apparently that's 20.
Oh, yeah, because the triggers go on the stack.
Oh, yeah, and then
10, and then you recast it again. Yes, yeah. Okay, yep. I always forget that interaction with Remand, and that's what made the deck completely nuts.
Yeah, you only need to cast 9 spells.
Yeah. Cast 9 spells, Grape Shot you, remand my Grape Shot you again.
Yeah, and even if Mike had done the extra mode on Collective Brutality, even twice, even the extra mode 2 times on each Brutality, I'm sure Nguyen could have cast 2 extra spells.
Yeah.
No doubt. He had 6 mana floating or something at the end of the game, so that didn't matter. Pretty simple sideboarding from Mike. He just gets to take out his 1-for-1 removal spells. He gets to take out his his bolts. I mean, you have to respect the Electromancer and the Brawl somewhat, right? But that game, he won without him pretty easily. So, hard to say. Hard to say how many 1-for-1 removal spells you keep in. Do you really want 2 push, 2 path, and 4 lightning bolt like Mike has?
Probably not that many.
Not that many.
Yeah.
Not that many.
I was still keeping the angers, weirdly enough.
Yeah, I think you have to make some concessions to empty the Warrens, especially if you're Mike. Your plan post board is to rest in peace.
Yeah.
And
I think your plan is to rest in peace into Nahiri. So that's in that thought, the Lingering Souls definitely come out.
Rest in peace into here. Yeah, this makes sense. Lingering Soul is just pretty slow.
Yeah, it's not the fastest clock in the world. Requires you to tap out for it on turn 3, which can be an integral turn.
You're never going to block the goblin tokens down.
Yeah,
that's unreasonable.
That's not a thing that's going to happen. Spend 5 mana.
If they were 1/2s, maybe. Spider spawning, like Ishkanok can block him down.
Yeah.
So you keep in probably 2 angers. You keep in your Lilianas of the Veil. You know, I said it was pretty simple to sideboard, but actually he wants most of these spells. Once he definitely doesn't want 2 Lightning Helix. Probably like the Kolagons, the random 1x Kolagons command, trim a couple Path to Exiles.
Yeah.
That's like 5 sideboard cards he can bring in, a couple Rests, of course Firewalkers like we talked about, and maybe a lot of, not sure. Only a few good cards in the sideboard as well, so simple sideboarding for Mike. You see he's already done. For Thien, what do you think? Does he shore up the weaknesses of his Rest in Peace strategy by going for Empty the Warrens?
Go full and empty the Warrens?
Maybe. I think
it's fine because the only answers Mike has in his deck are 2 anger. You know, I think that's pretty good. Ooh, he's got Pieces of the Puzzle on the sideboard. That's pretty saucy.
Oh, that's a good card.
Yeah,
that's good against discard.
2-for-1. Let's see. Shattering Spree, Repeal, Echoing Truth. He could try to Blood Moon Mike. If he thinks he can get Mike with it, it's possible.
Seems...
It's a little loose.
Yeah, it's kind of strategy you go for game 2, but then once they know about it, if there's a game 3, you obviously can't do that because their first fetch just always gets
It's
swamped.
going to be basic at that point. Yeah, Swamp into Inquisition at that point.
All right, here we go. Game 2, Mike Williams on the play. What's he got? Yeah, and there's a basic planes in the opener anyway. Basic planes and basic.
Oh yeah, there's a couple basics. So he's finding. He did not side with the Lingering Souls. Interesting to note, but he does have. Wait, so he didn't side with the Lingering Souls, but he's going to cast a turn 2 Rest in Peace.
That's what we call a non-bow.
That is a non-bow. Put this into exile.
Nguyen, one of the few people to play correctly with Rest in Peace and play, puts it in the exile zone, not in his old graveyard.
Yeah,
I respect that.
Oh yeah, the number of times I've had to point out to people, oh, that's exiled with a Rest in Peace and play. It's just countless. Nobody thinks about it.
All right, here we go. Cantripping time.
Cantrip and cantrip.
8th edition Sleight of Hand. Ball and Outrageous. All right, Mike draws. Black Cleave into, what's he got?
Liliana?
Little, that'd be great, but I think the only thing he can do is Lingering Souls.
Just here's my 3-minute 2/1/1 flash.
Yeah. Hey, that's a good rate though. Midnight Haunting was a played card.
Yeah, but it was at instant speed.
Yeah. This is a Mardu deck. What's a Mardu deck care about instant speed?
Ooh.
All right, now he plays the Electromancer, and I think this is because Mike might have sided out his removal spells.
Oh, he has an Echoing Truth. That's good. The turn before he combos, he can Echoing Truth that Rest in Peace and then go off.
Mm-hmm. Looks like he's thinking about doing it on the Spirit tokens, though. Buy himself a lot of time. Rest in Peace makes no sense. Can you just recast it? What?
What?
This is questionable.
That's strange. I guess the thinking is maybe he doesn't.
Maybe he doesn't recast it,
Yeah.
but he like F6s.
Or maybe he casts something else. You know, maybe Mike wants to cast some kind of threat, and Thien thinks, oh, That's what's gonna like I'll get him that way. And it happens.
Yeah, this is true. So the rest in peace off the board for a turn. I have to imagine it's just going to come down next turn, though. We'll see.
That's true. Yeah, it's most likely going to get just cast again.
I guess Thien thinks that, like, well, if these 2 Lingering Souls tokens kill me in 10 turns, Nahiri will have killed me as well. He might be right about that.
I think it was probably correct to bounce the tokens, though.
Yeah, I think so. Another Inquisition, but it doesn't hit gifts.
Does not. Probably just takes the Seer Visions here, maybe? Or just another... Oh, yeah, no, I think that's right.
Going after the rituals.
Yeah, take another part of the combo. The Seer Visions isn't guaranteed to do anything, where the ritual is.
Imagine if Thien had like a Keranos here or something. That'd be sweet.
Oh man, that would be awesome.
Like another gifts, Keranos. I don't even know.
Keranos,
other
Worm Coil.
Yeah, right.
What else is sweet? Keranos, Worm Coil.
Whatever. At that point, Kefnet. It could be anything.
The 5 mana 4/4 that takes control of a permanent every upkeep from your opponent.
That's so goofy.
Nibbles of the Storms, maybe it's called? I can't recall the name.
That does seem like it'd be pretty easy to shoehorn into a Storm sideboard. Just 4 super value cards. Whether or not it's a good idea,
I think I've seen a lot in Storm sideboards is 4 Madcap Experiment, 1 Platinum Imperium.
Yeah, that's sweet. Mike would have an answer to it here. He has Path to Exiles. But yeah, that would be nice. And actually, it's only paths, and he might have taken some out. So
bad draw from Thien. He finds a Past in Flames.
Ew.
So that's not going to do.
Gotta deal with this Rest in Peace.
I don't think he can. I think how many Echoing Truth is he playing? Just 1?
Wow, just 1 Echoing Truth?
Yeah. So this Rest in Peace is in play for the rest of the game.
Jeez. Which makes the Empty the Warrens plan a lot more attractive.
Yeah.
Inquisition number 3.
Another Inquisition.
Okay.
Oh, he had the repeal. But then that just gets recast again. That's what you take. Probably pieces of the puzzle here. Pieces of the puzzle or the other ritual. Takes the pieces. Puts in the graveyard. Attacks for 2. Is he just going to get that Rest in Peace in play again?
Yeah, I don't imagine.
Another Rest in Peace trigger.
Number 3.
The most times the same Rest in Peace has been triggered in the game before.
Right, sleight of hand, but without the, like you said, critical mass, it's...
Yeah, the best he's got is like going like maybe 3 or 4 spells into an Empty the Warrens. Maybe make like 8 to 10 Goblin tokens.
Yeah, hope that Mike side out all his angers or just happen to not draw one.
Yeah, or has no way to like interact with it.
Yeah, reasonable. Yeah, at this point, these Lingering Souls tokens might just take the game down. They're taking 10 to 8 right now. And can you imagine if the Echoing Truth had just bounced these tokens?
Yeah. No, it made way more sense on that turn to do that.
Collective, gotta tap a black mana for that.
Brutality, Duress You.
I don't think it's gonna matter, but that spell does cost black mana.
That increases the clock by 1 turn. It's pretty good.
There's no Urborg in play.
Oh, there's not. He does need to tap an actual black mana for that.
Again, not going to affect the game in any way, shape, or form.
No, not at all. It's going to be a warning.
Electromancer. The Mansa himself.
He's just going for it. Whatever.
Yeah. Yeah, he's at 4. I mean, geez. Does it go to 3?
Go to 3.
Okay. He's like, yeah, I've F6, so just go ahead, buddy. He obviously doesn't have Path. He would have cast it.
Yeah.
All right, last draw phase,
Does
Manamorphose.
he find it? Does he
Oh,
find
that's
it?
a grape
That's a
shot.
grape shot. Oh, so he stays alive.
It's pretty good.
Yeah, it's not bad. 1-2 and extra damage to you.
Yeah. And Mike has been using all his card to discard, so it's...
And then he gets to start beating down with this this Goblin Electromancer. He's on the Goblin Electromancer Baral beatdown plan now.
Mike kept in his Colagons. Card I thought he might have cited out, but it's pretty good here.
Ooh.
2 and discard your past. Say go. Empty hand and 5 lands versus 2 cards and 3 lands. 1-3.
The beater. 22 turns, and he's got him.
If we're here in 22 turns, I'm done.
Oh, man.
This is the path to victory. Flip Emrakul.
Oh, well, flip Emrakul, he still doesn't die.
Sure. Could be any turn. Oh, Liliana. That's gonna be pretty good.
Oh, yeah. So Liliana, Edict you.
In for 2, you're at 2. Go ahead.
Yep.
I wasn't dead, but that's okay. Save some time. You really can't win that game. Rest in Peace, very difficult for the Storm deck to beat. Very, very difficult.
Going into game 3.
Yeah, Mardu. Trying to make me eat my words. I called it Mardon't, but it looked pretty good that game. When you draw discard, 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 and your hate card, that's great.
And you attack for, what was that? That was like 14 damage with 2 Lingering Souls?
That sounds about right. Probably 2 from Fetch Lands, 2 from Brutality, 14 damage.
And then an additional 4 from a Bob. Well, 2 from a Bob, 2 from a Scoop.
So going back to the sideboard, Mike gonna make a few changes. He's like, I didn't see any Empty the Warrens. Do I really need these Angers? That could be something he's thinking. That's a dangerous thought, though, because the Empties have to be in there. And even if they're not, Game 3 they will be, because Thien just lost to the Rest in Peace.
Interesting idea for Thien. He could try to go for the Blood Moon plan this time.
Cheese a win.
Yeah, cheese a win out.
Hey, he's on the play, right?
Yeah, especially on the play, that's fine, because like you can go turn 2 Blood Moon.
I think I like it as like a hedge because your opponent has Rest in Pieces, right? So the Past in Flames, you probably don't need both Past in Flame. You can go down to 1. You can just make yourself a little less reliant on storming out. Have other paths to victory, which include Blood Moon.
Blood Moon's such a powerful card. A lot of people have called for the banning of 8th and 9th edition. Have you heard of that?
Yeah, I don't buy it. I don't like it.
I'm not a fan of it either because it removes the Tron lands from Modern, and I wouldn't be able to function without them.
Yeah, I like Ensnaring Bridge. I mean, it's an artifact. Like
Choke and Boil are great cards.
Yeah. I mean, how does a red deck fight against the blue deck? Guttural Response? I don't think so.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure they're on the same sleeves.
Good thing there are no spreading seas.
Yeah.
All right, Mikey boy, what you got?
Inquisition. Oh,
Again.
Inquisition. Oh.
Gonna need some discard spots. That's a lot
Oh,
of
wow,
discard.
that hand.
And a rip.
Discard spells, Fatal Push, lands, rip.
Nice. And
the end down to 6.
Yeah, not good. I mean, you see the Storm deck, it always looks so good game 1, like so powerful. But post board, it's so difficult for them to beat a Rest in Peace, to beat these hate cards, you know?
Oh, he did cheese the Blood Moon.
Nice. I like that decision.
I'm also down for that. Though I assume that one of these Inquisition without these is going to rip that Blood Moon right out of his hand.
Yeah. All right, Black Cleave Inquisition, same as it ever was. Oh, wow, no land, huh?
Ooh, so you could get really risky and take the Manamorphose?
Oh, you can't, though. You can't because he just goes Desperate Ritual into Blood Moon.
Yeah, he finds a land, goes Desperate Ritual, Blood Moon, and then you're just like, oh, no.
Like, this is a card game based on the random tops of libraries, but I think you guys could be at the casino if they wanted to actually gamble.
Didn't find it.
Didn't find it.
Wouldn't have gotten punished.
Yeah. Mike made the wrong play. He didn't find it.
Yeah.
All right. What's the play now? He'd love to slam a Confidant, get an actual clock.
I think he just slams the rest in peace.
Yeah, that's fine. It's not a max value rest in
wait.
peace, but
He missed his second land drop. He slams the Confidant here.
yeah, if he has it, absolutely.
Yeah. Takes a fetch shock into a white source. Goes. Oh, okay. He's gonna go rest in peace.
It doesn't go in the graveyard though.
Right in his graveyard.
That's not how that card works.
Huh? What's going on here? I'm confused.
What?
Oh, he got swan songed. That. Thien cast that so fast, I didn't even see it.
Yep, Swan Song trades with Rip.
And now there is 4 flying power in play.
Yeah, right. The 1/1 bird, or the 2/2 bird, rather, going to create a little bit of a clock here. I love how we just both missed that. That literally happened in half a second.
A flash.
Yeah.
That was Thien's draw too. Just gonna shock. Is there a Nahiri here? Oh my. This is you see the little head shake by Thien.
This ain't fair. All right, mountain. Got to be a mountain this turn. Nope.
Nope.
That's never a good feeling. You're ready for a nice game 3 of Magic, what's been an interactive match, and then stuck on 1 land.
Ooh, he drew the Emrakul, so there's that.
Yep, Mike's still going to make sure he does it the right way. Uses his graveyard before he discards Emrakul.
The rage spread.
Point, yeah, he takes a ritual. He's like, yeah, I'm not even going to write it down this time because it just doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Because you're dead next turn. Emrakul is going to swing in next turn.
Slam you for 4, push you to 9. Doing some life total math here.
Yeah, I mean, at this point, you could give Thien any draw step in the game of Magic, with the possible exception of Black Lotus, and he wouldn't be able to win. 9. But still, proper play. Make sure you do it the right way, in the right order, activating the right abilities.
Yeah, you play tight so that you don't accidentally punt yourself. Huh. Wait, maybe that wasn't an Emrakul we saw, because he discarded a land here.
Yeah, I guess he's keeping it in hand. Doesn't want to shuffle his graveyard away quite yet.
Interesting. Nope.
Passing
Didn't matter.
Flames,
Drew
handshake.
Passing Flames.
Wah, wah.
Wah, wah, wah.
Yeah, at the end shrug. Yeah, it's not like I could have done anything, he's saying. I mulled the 6, kept a reasonable hand, sleight of handed, and yeah.
Yeah, just... That's the way it goes.
Yeah, not a good way to exit a tournament, but you know what? He can still win cash money. We're paying out for top 32.
It's possible he's still alive for top 8. You never know.
Yeah, this was the way that the tournaments work, for those of you unfamiliar with the Swiss structure. If it's right over the cut for a certain number of rounds, it's more likely that the X2s are going to get in. So, no reason to drop. I mean, he can still win money and maybe squeak into top 8. Small chance. We'll see. Thien, if you're watching this after you've squeaked into top 8, vindication. Something like that. If you're just joining us, I'm Zach Collin. He's Dylan Lord. We're coming to you live from Worcester, Mass. TJ's Titanium Series, where 170 players came to battle for Tom Shea's money and invitations to the Titanium Plus event, or the Titanium Finals event, I should say. That's next January. You're already qualified for that.
I made it.
You don't need to play in this tournament.
No, I don't. When are you going to get your qualification?
I don't know
when
that I will.
When am I going to be commentating on a challenge and you're going to win it?
I would probably punt the entire tournament, because that's what I do like my signature move. I like sculpt the path to victory. I'm like concentrating so hard. I want to win so bad.
And then you're like Charlie Brown with the football.
Yeah,
Like,
I like lightning bolt
miss it.
myself. I must not want to win. I don't know. At the PPTQ I played in a couple weekends ago, I had a chalice on 2 against an affinity player, and I have it. No, I'm sorry. I have a chalice on 1 and no, I have a chalice on 2 and a chalice on 3 against an affinity player who has no board. So looking pretty good. You know, I have to worry about like signal pests and
Master
ornithopters.
or at champion.
Yeah, no, I have it on 3, on 2 and 3.
Exactly.
Yeah,
You,
so I don't have
you
to
don't
worry
have to deal with any of that.
And then she untaps, she draws. She goes, taps 1 mana, pays 2 life, goes Vault Scourge. And she only tapped 1 for it. I'm like, oh, yeah, resolves. I don't remember my chalice trigger. I don't know if it's Jedi Mind Trick or...
That's what you get.
Or yeah, no, I got played.
So-
Hard by a 10-year-old girl. It was good.
Now,
Yeah.
I think we have a backup match.
All right. No, we're going to go to a break instead.
we're gonna go break?
So if you're watching, thanks for watching, and I hope you're going to keep watching because we got round 6 coming up. Until then, we're going to take a short break. See you soon.
Tap that for green. Sorry about that, Tupper. All right. So he's going to strap it up to this forest, declare red most likely.
Yeah, it's
Oh, he